No. Well, I mean, yeah, but I'm having to figure out the sound. Wait. Hello, mic check. Yeah. But, so I have. Hello, hello. Mic check, mic check. Hello, can you hear me? I hope I had the result. Come on. I don't care about none of that. Get that out of there.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
All right, close that. What is it? I mean, I don't want that sucker so big. Put that a little bit lower, huh? I don't want. All I want. Don't you do it again. I hope this mic's all right. I'm using the headphone built-in mic. Yeah, make that a little bit smaller. Overlay settings. What are they talking about? Okay. ECU on the blue side this time. Southern Nazarene on the red side. Looks like Phi Kota Tau Kota got his beloved set in the top lane. Ivern in the jungle for Tinfoil Hat Man. Over here. Malphite getting a ward off at 1:26. It's good timing for that top laner. Ivern, though, is jungle. They're just going to get some tracking. They're going to view him right here. They're going to know he's working towards the bot side as Kane is going to clear top and then go bot as well. Eternal Frost in the mid lane on Victor. Oh, I got to stop that. Victor going to get some poke on Galio in the mid lane. Shoving that in. Kane just finishing his jungle. Set in the Malphite. Set can get ahead early. But if the Malphite somehow gets ahead, it will be a hard fought game, pushing for this set to be able to push into that rock solid Malphite. Malphite and anti-ADC will look to connect his ultimates onto that Jinx, although Jinx will have a lot of help in the form of Victor Cage Rakan and the shields that Ivern produces in the late game once she is farmed. Scorp Commander on that Jinx. As I'm talking about the bot lane, let's zoom down here. Jinx poked out a little bit into this Caitlyn. Caitlyn does have the early advantage. However, mid-game, Caitlyn has kind of a weird positioning. Jinx just looks to farm and has an easy time farming with those rockets that you can see there as she switches over to her minigun. Emilio late game support, offering heals and a slow. Rakan knows the Kane's here. Dashes away to safety to his tower. Ivern just seeing the Kane here. Filling each other out. Ivern didn't complete his jungle completely, but neither did Kane, because Kane's only level 3 as he picks up the Scuttle Crab. Ivern walking through the middle will get the other Scuttle Crab. Kane may chase, may look to just get some damage onto this Victor, as he has no mana and backing in the middle of the lane. Galio and Kane allowing the Victor to back. Well, he had no mana. Will not try to ruin his tempo whatsoever. Victor with the TP will just walk back, but this Caitlyn looks like to be a little bit of aggressive, down to 400 health. Rakan and Jinx get some poke off. Rakan with the flash knockup. Jinx with some damage coming on this Caitlyn. 50 health on the Caitlyn. Jinx picks up the kill. Gets sped up. Does some more damage to Emilio. Good job out of the bot lane of ECU to pick that kill up. We have sound. Yes, mic check, mic check. They got some new mics, but they died on me during, I don't know. So I swapped over to the headset. I hope the headset sounds just fine. Sat landing that W, doing about 400 damage to that Malphite. Galio eating that laser of Victor. This blue team pinging where they think Kane is. Pinging appropriately based on where they are themselves. Jesse doing a good job jungle tracking based on his own pathing. SNU trying to get control of this river with vision before this dragon spawns. As it spawns. I don't get all the same features I did when they invite me to it just off of spectating. However, SNU looking to start up this dragon. ECU knows about it. They're trying to get in position. Victor poking that Galio down to health. Victor is half health himself. We'll get the cage off. 2-man cage. 3-man laser, but will fall. But Jinx joins the fight as everybody's low. Then rockets landing. One more shot. Kane dead. Caitlyn pops the barrier. Galio trying to push forward. Flashes out. Jinx just barely misses the W. Still trying to get those kills. Takes the blast cone. Boom. Shield from Emilio saves Caitlyn's life. Everyone, a sliver of health. ECU is going to want to walk away from this exchange with something. So it looks like Ivern's going to counter jungle. Victor pathing bot as ECU's here for the mid turret. Little Korean lane swap, little Chinese lane swap at 6.5 minutes. Set pressuring Malphite under his tower. Malphite, 200 health, a 200 health shield, no mana. Boom, combo. Takes a tower shot himself. 50 health to 200 health there. Kane clearing this vision. The game's getting active. Ivern going to throw out some bush ward there for some vision. SNU's vision there about to expire as they see the Victor. Path back to mid. ECU going to swap back bot lane to bot. Bot duo to bot lane. Victor coming back mid. Kane on this bot side. Ivern in his top side jungle. Looks like we're going to delay the dragon for a little bit. Although SNU's pinging it. They want it. Set getting a tower damage there with some demolish. Victor going to poke out Galio. Getting pressure in the mid is going to cause SNU to possibly back off this dragon as ECU looks to collapse. Rakan and Ivern coming through the mid lane. SNU, as Jinx popped up, the bot lane and SNU backed up. They're missing farm, just kind of wasting time. Ivern clearing the ward. Ivern half health flashes in with Daisy onto this Caitlyn. Rakan goes in with a W. Galio out in response. Victor here to do damage. That ultimate, that arcane storm has to get a kill before it grows. Jinx ult just off. Victor doing a lot of damage, gets caught in a trap. Caitlyn looking to back. ECU taking over back control of this dragon. This time, Jinx saying, let's do it. Starts it up herself as Victor has control of this mid lane. ECU has control of this bot lane, and they just pushed him out. Kane, smart play here, opts to take the Void Grubs and gives the first dragon. ECU up 2 kills to 1. With a 2K gold lane in the top lane. Malphite dodging that, but does fall to the auto attacks. Okay, Set here, half health under his tower. Malphite looking to get aggressive. Set pulls him in, gets a stun. Alts goes in Q. Misses the 2 just barely. Malphite good enough to walk out of that, but Set picks up the kill. Ivern coming across here as he knows he took the dragon, and then Kane gave up on it. Kane does secure the Void Grubs. Victor stopping Galio's back. 200 health on the Galio. One more laser or a Q laser. This Galio will fall. Galio has to have the... I can't even hit tab to look at the items. Ping's going on the mid lane. Ping's going off in the bot lane. Rakan has a vision ward there. Kane walking across vision from this deep ward of this Rakan. Looking at this scuttle crab. Kane just farming. Looking at the CS here. Set with a CS advantage kill lead. Ivern with an assist lead. And a jungle's clear worth of minions. Looking at this mid lane, Victor as well has a lead, is Set. Looking to box this Malphite out. Does land that too. It's so nice when you land that. Jinx with a 20 CS lead, a 2 kill CS lead. Really, this bot lane shining so far with this Jinx being ahead. That's exactly what you want. But you look here in the top here, Victor is roamed up here. Landing a laser, Set. Malphite got a 400 health. Alt's in, Set. Alt, that was a weird transaction. Maybe the ult at the same time the Set whiffs and just goes flying into the tower and dies. Victor coming around. Flashes. Ults the Malphite, but Galio ult in response. Malphite able to live. Galio stunned or something. Maybe he's just emoting for aura. Victor will back. Victor does have TP shortly. Kane pushing forward. Emilio looking for the flank. Caitlyn, no mana. Eats the Jinx W. Rakan just in this bush. They don't have vision of him. Kane just kind of wasting time here. Looking for an opportunity. Will use his E through the dragon. Just go ahead and decide to scout this bot side jungle out. But Emilio goes in. Rakan Hex Flash. Emilio just getting eaten up by this Jinx. Emilio dying. Caitlyn not in a position with no mana to do much. Emilio did get his heal off on Caitlyn. But Jinx pushing forward with those rockets. Switches over to the minigun. Gets some poke up on this Caitlyn. Caitlyn pushing forward. No mana. Going back to this bot lane here, though. Ivern in the bush. Looking to get some action here. Kane in the mid lane. The Victor, none the wiser, just able to walk away with a cage. Stuns him, Q, eases him, does more damage, gets a shield on his own. Kane heals and runs away. Gonna back that up. Look at this bot lane here. As Jinx tower dives and picks up the kill. Daisy from the Ivern on the backside. Rakan goes in. Jinx picks it up, gets sped up, gets to do damage to the tower. You love to see that. Gold over to your carry. 4-0-0 is the Jinx, a BF sword and some boots. Looks like they're going to get the last minute gold they can get, maybe buy an item. I don't want to see the top lane right now. They're not going to 100-0 each other. Galio and Milio versus Victor and Ivern. The Victor and Ivern push them out of the lane. Jinx will back. 107 CS. Purchase a Yuntal's refillable potion. Kane coming down from this top side farm. Blues pinging top, blues pinging bot. As Ivern's in this bot lane, Galio and Victor duking it out. Galio winning that trade by a little bit. ECU clearing out this vision. Looks like they flanked this Caitlyn. This Rakan has Caitlyn pushed up too far. Jinx to join the party. Ivern shields Caitlyn. False. Galio TP's in. Milio behind him. There's not much you can do with your carry dead. Some of your main damage in the team fight is from the carry. Hopefully the stream's looking good and sounding good. Daisy Stampede onto this Milio. Ivern, Rakan, Jinx pushing in this blue side jungle. Looking for the kill on Milio. Milio gets away. Ivern, though, getting pretty low to this Kane. Kane ults the Rakan. Pushes forward, but will fall to Jinx. Jinx sped up, pushing forward onto the Galio, but fine. Milio doing good to dodge tap, but falls to the Jinx ultimate. Double kill for Jinx. Jinx up 7-0-0. Utah's a crit cloak. Doing the most damage. Up by 25-30 CS. Mid lane Victor up by 10. Ivern up by 10. Set up by 15 CS. A gold advantage all across the board, it looks like. Red, blue side up by 1,000 gold. Looking at the experience, it looks like Galio and Kane may have slightly more gold, actually. Victor just took over the gold lead as Ivern took that dragon. Top lane, they're just still beating each other up. Kane pinging. Set, none the wiser. This Caitlyn Milio, they're going to try to get this Rift Herald as Set tries to run back to his tower. This falls instantly to the Kane Malphite combo. But that's okay. You've got Galio over here. Rakan and Victor in the mid lane. Jinx just bought a BF sword. Victor completed their first item on the set on that death. Redemption, a great item on the Ivern. Redemption's so good they even nerfed it. But that heal can come in clutch. Get off this mid lane. As Daisy comes out on the Rift Herald as he catches him, Kane just floating around, not wanting to land as ECUs collapses. Victor chasing. Victor, cage, finds the Malphite, QE. Malphite flash away. Kane looking for the slow onto the Victor. Kane's going to dip out and go farm because that's what he does. He went blue Kane as a voltaic cycle sword. Daisy. Rift Herald. Shelly takes it out. Malphite falling to Victor. Caitlyn in this middle lane with Emilio. Rakan coming over. His set collapses though. Two-man knock-up. Two-man pull. Autos take out the Caitlyn. Emilio soon to fall. Set's hitting hard right now with those left hooks. My goodness. Surely this mid lane falls. The top lane tower fell. Let's back it up and watch this. Rift Herald gets it to half. Victor Cage catches the Galio. Laser lands. Ivern with him with support. Jinx shows up, says, give me that tower. Kane, engage. Alts Ivern. Ivern dies. Jinx, though, with mad amounts of damage, one auto and a W, puts the Kane to half. Gets some Rakan knockups onto the Galio. Galio falls. Jinx sped up. Milio almost died in this mid lane while this was happening. Looks like he's back. Set, just punching here. Oh. Yeah. Milio back and Set pushing forward on this tower. That's how you win, ladies and gentlemen. You push. Ivern supporting his teammates well. This bot lane completely taking over this game. Rakan and Jinx, a nasty duo. Being able to push Caitlyn underneath her tower. I told you, Caitlyn takes the advantage in the early game, but Jinx grows strong with a 30 CS lead. Encroaching 30 CS, one item, the collector on Caitlyn. Looking to execute you if you get past below 5%. Jinx buying Infinity Edge outright off that crit cloak BF sword combo. 2 long swords. Set picking up his boots. Victor has a haunting guise here. Bunch of different items come out of this item. Do health percent damage. Looking to tank down that Malphite Galio a little bit. Right now it's 18 minutes into the game. Dragon spawns in 2 minutes. ECU has the first 2 dragons, right? Rift Herald went to ECU. Void Grubs went to SNU. The kills, 11 kills for ECU, 4 kills for SNU. Looking at the gold lead, 10K gold lead to the side of East Central. Everybody on East Central has about 1,000 gold lead. Starting from Set, 1,000 gold lead. Ivern, almost a 2,000 gold lead over the Kane. Those assists really added up in those objectives. Victor, with an almost a 2,000 gold lead on the Galio. Here's the big kicker, though. This Jinx has almost 9,000 gold, while Caitlyn's sitting at 5K. So a 4,000 gold lead on your ADCs. Yep, SNU's team needs to jump on this Jinx, who has a 700 gold bounty. But while you try to do that, you're getting chewed, absolutely chewed up. They have to dream for a Malphite ultimate and a Kane engage with a Galio ultimate on top of that. And Caitlyn able to get close enough and not zoned by this Set or knocked up by Rakan to do so. Very difficult. Atacon spawning in 1 minute. ECU looking to get engaged in this mid lane on the bot lane of SNU as they're pushed up way too far. Here comes Daisy. Caitlyn flashes away, but surely Rakan's going to chase. Your bot lane, you just can't be there without that vision. Rakan, get a solo to Caitlyn? Let's go, baby. Rakan, get you a kill. Get you a solo bolo right here, Set. Don't you take it. It's a gentleman's duel. No, Rakan dashing away. Caitlyn walking into the tower to give the kill, though. Excellent. Victor caught pushed up here. Flash from the Kane to get away from that ultimate of Victor. Does not want any backlash. Jinx chewing up towers, pushing around. Set, chasing Alphite away. Everyone's pinging it. Dragon Soul Point. Atacon spawning. Jinx, and this Jinx chewing that dragon up. SNU running, sprinting as the Kane. Set, standing in the way though. ECU picks up their 3rd dragon. And with just Jinx auto attacks, you have all your abilities up for this fight. Looking for the engage here. Jinx W lands on Malphite. That signals the go. Here comes Daisy. Kane looking to get in this back line. Gets half health by the Victor as he comes in. 3-man Set W. Jinx chewing him up. Gets excited. Malphite ults too late. Jinx double kill. Victor gets a kill. Ivern gets a kill. Milio with the jukes, with the flash, waddling away. But his entire team died. That's a pretty bad feeling when I play support and I'm the last one alive. They just funneled in there. Victor in the back line just able to solo down that Kane. as the four-man from Jinx with Ivern set Rakan in front of her was able to just knock down Galio. Malphite and Caitlyn in that team fight. ECU securing the Atacon, growing their gold lead to 11, almost 12,000. Jinx with a 12,000 gold almost. Kate almost a 6K gold. 2,000 gold from that fight went to the Jinx alone. It's pretty wild. Jinx finds Emilio, lands the choppers, turns to Caitlyn. Caitlyn falls, and about 3 auto attacks, a Q and a laser from Victor. His bot lane for SNU just completely out of position, running it down at this point in the game. Unfortunate. ECU looking at their first inhibitor in the mid lane. Jinx landing poke. Victor landing poke on a Malphite. Malphite waddles away. Kane looking for those angles. ECU grouped together though. Daisy on the tower onto the Galio. Galio flashes away. Kane goes in. Malphite ultimate. 3-man knockup, but set in return. Kane falls. Malphite falls. They're running in one by one. The Jinx absolutely hitting right now with Yuntal's IE, Lord Dom's 3 items complete. Only 1 item on this Caitlyn. Victor with a triple kill. They stun Galio out here. Who's going to get the kill? Rakan with the knockup. Jinx steals it. Ace from the side of ECU. Jinx is too nasty at this point in the game. 14-0-3. 200 farm. With a 5K gold lead. ECU victory. GG ECU. Absolute nasty behavior from that Jinx. Watching SNU feels like me playing in the bot lane. Oh, I'm just going to go farm this mid lane. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. That happened about 5 or 6 times. That's rough. Rough. 180 on the Caitlyn. 14-0-3 on Scorp Commander's Jinx. A dominating performance from Scorp Commander with 23,000 damage, the most in the game. Not even 2,000 damage out of Bubba on Milio. 14,000 damage out of Voltaic Turtle on this Malphite. He tried. He built physical defense, but still got shredded down. 2-4 on the Kane. Poison Enid did his best. 0-3-3 in the mid lane on that Galio. But there just wasn't damage. When he would ult in, there was no damage to respond with in this bot lane. 1-8 on the Caitlyn. A collector and a BF sword. Getting absolutely shut out by ECU. Over here. Hello, hello, hello. Mic check, mic check. We're back in action. ECU gets the victory here, walks away with the dub, a definitive victory, 2-0 against the SNU, Southern Nazarene University. Give me just one moment. I'll be right back. Hello, back in action. Well, that's the end of the action for tonight. Wednesday night, Great American Conference, esports. East Central University takes the W against Southern Nazarene University. ECU betters their record to 4-0. Southern Nazarene takes their first loss. Again, my name's Dustin. Thanks for watching the stream. I appreciate the support for these fellows. In the chat, I'm going to give it a GG. ECU. Naturally. Y'all be good, be safe, be easy. Have a good one.